Hey folks, I'm Todd, the Card Grading King. Welcome to the latest video here on the Card Grading King channel. In this video, I'm going to open a box of Flair 1994 Series 1 baseball cards wax box I picked up on eBay for a bargain basement price of about 52 bucks. I think it was a really hot box. I'm gonna let you decide that. Let's get started right now. Again, my name is Todd. Welcome to the channel, the Card Grading King. Why am I the Card Grading King? Because that's all I think about, grading cards. I've been doing it for about 3 years. I've graded thousands of cards now. I am absolutely hooked. It's all I think about. It is not my primary business, but it certainly feels like it because I spend a ton of time buying cards, whether it's in sets or in wax boxes or already graded, whatever, and I'm playing every different angle to make money in cards, and I just love the thrill of the hunt. I love hunting for gems in raw cards. There's just nothing more satisfying than sending these into PSA, getting them graded up, and getting the results. And it was because of my love for this hobby and my desire for perfection in grading cards, which will never ever occur. Perfection is going to be always just this thing off in the distance that I'm hoping for. But created gem10.com. This is my resource to you for grading cards right now. I have card centering tools, card leveling tools, whether you're doing Pokemon or sports cards, it doesn't matter. Basketball, baseball, football, doesn't matter. It could be any of the TCG cards, you know, Minecraft or Magic or Pokemon, doesn't matter. These tools work on your card. Centering tools, leveling tools help give you all the information to know if a particular card you're considering sending in is worth sending in. And all that can be found at gem10.com. Of course, here at the Card Grading King, I do videos on grading and just the hobby in general. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell so you're notified of future videos. Be sure to check out the Gem10 YouTube. I'm gonna be adding a lot of content over there. And if you wanna even get extra credit, check us out on Instagram. We've got the Card Grading King on Instagram, Gem10 on Instagram. I also have another little bonus account on Instagram called Junk Iconic that I've been playing with because I love junk era cards. They're hard to grade, they're hard to gem up, but I love the challenge. I love the cards. That's what I graded, been grading for the last few years. It's what I grew up with as a kid. Absolutely love the junk area cards, so be sure to check out that channel on Instagram. And I greatly appreciate you all. So let's get right into what is the Flair 1994 Series 1 all about. You've got a 200 card base set. There are 10 or 12 cards that if you can gem them up, they're gonna be over 100 bucks. Some of those cards include Bo Jackson, Cal Ripken, Ken Griffey Jr, Kirk Gibson. And then you've got 3 insert sets. You've got the Wave of the Future, you've got the Outfield Power, and you've got the Hot Numbers. The Wave of the Future and the Outfield Power are both a 1 in 5 insertion rate, which means you're gonna get one for about every 5 packs in a box, and there's 24 packs in a box, so you may get 4, you may get 5 in a box. It can go one way or the other on that. And when it comes to the Wave of the Future, there's only one card that is over $100. It's Carlos Delgado. And then when you get into Outfield Power, I think there's only one card there as well that's over $100, the Ken Griffey Jr card, which I think is pushing 300 bucks at this point. And then when you get into the Hot Numbers, you've got 10 cards there, all stars, but really you're looking for a Ryne Sandberg, a Cal Ripken, or a Frank Thomas. Will Clark is also a good card. He's one of my favorite players. I've gemmed up a Will Clark card, but I don't think I got over 100 bucks for it in the market. The Frank Thomas just recently went for almost $700. So that's a good card to get if you can land that one and get a Gem10. The gem rates on these are pretty good as well. If you look at the overall base gem rate, we're looking at 31%. But then when you get into the Wave of the Future, we've got 25%, Outfield Power jumps to 40%, and the Hot Numbers is almost to 50%. We're at 48% on the Hot Numbers. You gotta keep in mind with these percentages that people send in cards and they're hopeful that the cards are gonna gem up. They're sending in a lot of times cards that won't gem up, so you kind of got to account for that. So, you know, the gem rates could be a little higher if you say take out 25% of the cards that were sent in and shouldn't have been sent in the first place. These gem rates would jump even higher at that. So pretty good set. And the Flair sets, if you don't know anything about Flair, Flair quadruple wrap their cards. So first of all, you've got, well, maybe it's a 5 times wrap. So you've got a sealed wrap around the outside of the box. And then you've got the box itself. And then inside the box are 24 individual boxes that have a cellophane on the outside of the package, each one individually, and then a cellophane on the cards once you get inside the package. So you've got the outside wrap, you've got the box inside the box, and then you've got 2 layers of wrap before you get to the cards. So you've got 5 layers of protection on these cards. Then these cards are high gloss. They're absolutely beautiful cards. And I've done a lot of high gloss cards from the 90s. And I've had a lot of Stadium Club and a lot of Leaf where you get them and they're stuck together in bricks because they got hot somewhere and the gloss kind of melted and it forged them all together and made it so that they're ruined. I've never had that with a box of Flair so far. Hopefully that'll never happen because some of the Flair boxes can get quite expensive. But I've had absolute 100% luck with Flair. I've never had cards stuck together, so it's a pretty safe bet. Okay, so the first thing I do when I get into Flair, any Flair, is I want to get past all the layers of protection so I can enjoy opening the cards. So what I do is I open the box, I get the cards out of the box, and then I get the cards out of the box that's inside the box. Then I leave them in the cello and open those individually. And that way I'm not slowed down. I don't want to have to do every procedure for every pack of cards. I've got to use the razor to get through every one of them and break through that outside cellophane. Those are on pretty good and they're not easy to get through necessarily. So I like to get it to a point where I've got all the cards in the last layer of cello so I can open them up and enjoy them. And that's what I did. I got a lot of great packs. I mean, when it comes to the Wave of the Future packs, I had a Wave of the Future pack with a Carlos Delgado card that also had a McGuire and a Ken Griffey Jr. in it. That's a hot pack. I'd say that was maybe the hottest pack that I got on this particular box. I got a Delgado with a Barry Larkin and a Bo Jackson in it. I thought that was a pretty good pack too. I love getting Bo Jackson cards. I had a Wave of the Future pack. It didn't have a Delgado, but it did have a Ripken Jr., a Sandberg, and a Greg Maddux in it. That's another hot pack. So I think I got like 3 really hot packs. And then when it came to outfield power, I got a pack. I had 2 packs with Barry Bonds, and these were identical packs. I mean, like every card inside the pack was identical to the other pack. So I got a Barry Bonds, so I got 2 Barry Bonds, and those aren't $100 outfield power cards, but it's still good to get 2 Barry Bonds cards. Got a Kirby Puckett outfield power, and I also got a Ken Griffey Jr. outfield power, which is one of the most beautiful cards in the set. In this particular box, actually, it turns out that it's one of the most beautiful cards. I'm not particularly fond of the outfield power. I don't like the 2 picture with the black bar in the center, not really my card, but this card, the condition of it in this box was absolutely beautiful. So then I got to a point where I finished all that. I wanted to get the cards into some penny sleeves, so that I did. And then I got them under the light. I wanted to see how many of these over $100 cards, if they do gem up, I have in my hands. So I got out my trusty light. I've got a beautiful light that I use that's nice and bright and sits on its base, and I was able to examine the cards both with and without magnification and determine that 2 of the 3 Carlos Delgado will grade up, both of the Ken Griffey Juniors will grade up. I think 1 of the 2 Cal Ripkens will grade up. And then I would say with the other star cards from the base set, I would say about half of them have a chance at gemming up. So overall, I think this box was pretty good. I mean, I got the box for like $52, $55 delivered. So that I thought was a great score, and it's not gonna take a lot of gems in this box to make up for the cost of the box and start making some money on it. So pretty good set, really dig this set. It's a beautiful set. And I hope you enjoyed hearing about it. If this is the kind of content that you like, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell so you're notified of future videos. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this box, of this set, this brand, the cards that I got in it. If there's other things that you'd like me to open up here on YouTube, please let me know. Be sure to check out my Instagram pages as well for Gem 10, for the King, and for Junk Iconic. I'm gonna have a lot of fun on that one as time goes by, I think, sharing with you just awesome junk finds that I get through the years. But love doing baseball cards. Happy to have you in the group here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care and be safe.